and welcome to another podcast. Welcome to another episode of Shirley Says. I'm your host, Shirley, and I am joined today by the absolutely delightful Lesley Kinnaird. Hello, Lesley. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Lesley is the founder, owner, and one of the instructors at the Fitness Garage in Milngavie. So exciting. So Lesley, I've known you for years. I think most people will know that if you're listening to this. Actually, you blow me away. And the reason you blow me away is you're the only person that I know, and I could be completely wrong about this, that during lockdown sold their business, went away, came up with another business idea, set it up, and it's about to open once the world reopens. I love it.
As you know, Shirley, I'm not one to sit still. So during lockdown, I had to be inspired to do something fabulous. And the Fitness Garage was born, and I managed to sell my cake business, which, was quite amazing to me that I managed to do it during lockdown, because really didn't think I would, but found a fabulous person that was interested in buying it and keeping it on as a going concern. So that's all happening. And then managed to come up with the idea of doing the Fitness Garage. So it's, all good to go, as you say, which is very exciting.
I just love it. I think you are one of those, you're like me in the sense that you're always looking for another idea or for another little challenge. I can't imagine you ever sitting, and I know you must watch TV, I know you do, but I just can't imagine sitting thinking, Lesley's watching TV. Because I'm one of those people that is just like, go, 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 go. And in lockdown, I kind of zoned out for a bit. I don't even know if you did that.
I don't think I did. I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day, and I said there's not one day during lockdown that I have sat down during the day and read a magazine, not done, just chilled, not done anything during the day. In the evening, I will sit and try and do a family movie night every night as a family, which has been great, and I've really enjoyed that. But during the day, there's not one time I have sat down. It's just been full on. But as you know, that is the way I like it, and I would not have it any other way. So I've loved lockdown. I think it's been amazing.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And I actually thought I am very similar in the sense that to you, that I do just go 100 miles an hour. But actually, it's interesting that you're saying you enjoyed movie night, because actually, as long as we did something every day that was maybe a bit more chilled out, or there was a couple of days where I just literally went for a walk and thought, I'm doing nothing today. And I haven't done that in like 7 years, where I've gone, I've got nothing on today. I've absolutely loved it. But now that I know the world is reopening and we're kind of getting back in swing of it, I'm so excited about getting back to work. You must be the same.
Yes, absolutely desperate just to get the Fitness Garage open. At the moment, obviously, I'm able to offer one-to-one classes, and I can offer two-to-one classes as well, which is fantastic. And the good thing about the Fitness Garage, I think, and opening at this particular time, is not only can I build it up by doing the smaller one-to-one, two-to-one classes, when Nicola allows us to open slightly more, my plan is to really just offer sort of 4-to-1 classes at the beginning. So I think so many people will be put off going to, big gyms and places that were crowded before, and with all the restrictions and everything that will entail. I think people will love having something on their doorstep that's offering small, intimate, socially distanced classes with all the proper safety precautions and everything that are in place here. And I think I will actually benefit from that. Whereas I think if I'd opened maybe say this time last year, I think it actually might have been a very different kettle of fish. And I think lockdown and being able to do it the way I'm doing it is actually going to work in my favour. So yeah, it's very, very exciting.
I would agree with that, actually. I think it's interesting, like, I'm obviously coming to teach. I'm a Kalinetics instructor, woohoo! And I will be teaching. And, you know, I taught for years and years ago. And obviously I have the salon. And when you said to me you were opening, I was like, oh, I could come and hang out with you and teach classes. Not because I've got anything else to do in my day, Lesley, just because.
I know, we're just squeezing that into your exceptionally busy day, Shirley, but we'll make it work.
I think it's lovely when you get to use a skill set, especially when you enjoy it. And actually, the thing that I was kind of drawn to the Fitness Garage was obviously because I know you and I know what a stickler you are for like cleanliness, and your place is immaculate. Actually, I like the fact that I wasn't going to be in front of a class of 20, because I used to teach bigger classes of like 12 up to about 20. And actually it was good. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. But I think there's something so nice about having a really small personalized group where you almost feel like you're getting one-to-one personal training without the price tag.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And I also think it's a really nice introduction for you to get back into it, because you've had a little break from it as well. So it's a nice introduction for you to come back into a smaller class, a more intimate setting. And I think when you're teaching the classes, that'll be almost like your downtime.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're away from the salon and you love doing it. You're like,
oh, yeah.
You just people and talking to people, and no doubt you'll be distracting them from their aching legs and arms with lots of fabulous Shirley banter, which is just going to be the best bit about coming to your classes, and I'm so looking forward to trying it as well. So yeah,
there's always chat. To be honest, you're really coming for the chat if you're coming to my class, because you'll walk out, you'll hobble out, but there will be some random chat.
There is fears, I will warn you now.
Yeah, totally. And there'll always be skincare advice, because there needs to be skincare advice at every turn in life, because you're never going to go wrong with that. Whether you want it or not, you will get, not you personally,
work our bodies out, we get beauty tips. Best fitness class ever. It's going to want to come. It's going to be amazing.
I actually can't wait. I think it's been 10 years since I've taught a class.
And I bet it'll be like riding a bike, or maybe a spin bike, that you won't have forgotten any of it. I certainly still remember the pain.
Oh yeah, and you know, it's so funny, because since we sort of had chats about it, I've been upping my Kalinetics sort of routine, and I actually was like, oh, I remember the agony. Your body instantly goes, oh, I remember the pain of that. But in such a nice way.
The amazing results. Remember those amazing results. I don't think there's anything like Kalinetics for those absolutely
just
amazing.
For toning. Yeah, for toning. And my backside is going to be so high, man. I can't wait.
I've got ready, Shirley. I'm all organised. I have your little measuring. Look, we've got measuring cards and the measuring tape ready.
I love
so we're good to go. That they can get all their measurements done, and we can monitor
that.
And it works, doesn't it? I remember how it works.
I had measuring cards when I used to teach years ago, and I absolutely loved measuring night. We used to do like measuring night, like I think it was like every 5 weeks or something like that. And we used to measure everybody, and it was like crazy, the chat. And everybody you won't be able to do this during social distancing, but we all used to get together at the end of the class and be like, wait, and see who had lost like how many inches off their thighs, or how high was somebody else's backside, and all this. We get so carried away, and it was just good fun. So yeah, I'm really super excited. I can't wait.
The Weight Watchers of the fitness world, isn't it? They have a measuring instead of a weigh, and I love it. It's so motivational though, because that's what inspires you and makes you keep coming, because you know it's actually working, and the pain is just a little byproduct of the results.
But I think as well, do you not think, like, I used to go to the gym years ago, and I'm a fan of the gym. I like going to the gym. But what I used to find was I'm a chatter. I love to chat. And I used to go to the gym and find people to chat to. And I would do very little. And I used to sort of go, oh, there's somebody at the water cooler. I'm going to go and I'm going to fill up my water bottle. And I would end up totally distracting some poor person who probably really wanted to work out. And I was sort of mooching about, finding people to befriend in a sort of non-harassing way. And the thing was, if you put me in a class, I literally had no excuse to not just do it. If somebody's in front of me going, do another 10 squats or do whatever, I just did it. But see if I'm sort of left to my own devices, I kind of mince about. I'm sure
you're not
other people...
alone. I think that's so common. I think certainly most of my friends and most of the people I know are exactly the same. Just going to a class, getting that motivation from the instructor to keep going, seeing the results, getting the chat,
and
having
everyone else is in pain.
Yeah, exactly.
If everybody else is in pain, I go, oh, it's okay. But if I'm the only one in pain and I'm sort of self-motivating, it's a bit tougher than if you think we're all in the same boat, this is all hideous, but we're in it together, and you just get through it, don't you? And then at the end of it, you go, quite enjoyed that, bizarrely.
You've got your adrenaline going, the endorphins are working.
Yeah.
About the class at a total high and think that was amazing.
And I think you're right. Definitely getting the chat from everybody else. Like, I need to know that I've had some sort of chat from somebody. I don't care who. That sounds really bad. But I will find somebody who wants to speak to me and have a laugh. And if I can achieve that during a workout, I have enjoyed it so much more than going to the gym, putting my headphones on. Now, I'm sure some people go to the gym and they do get that. They do speak to other people, but I always felt like I was maybe kind of putting people off their workouts. So I probably was.
I think it's hard to push yourself as much as well when you're working out on your own. You need to be so self-disciplined and so self-motivated to get in there and just do, you know, a really good workout on your own. Whereas if you've got somebody, you know, coaxing you, motivating you, pushing you, however it is we do it, I just think it's, and you see other people working out with you, so you're almost kind of, oh, like, well, she can do it, so I can do it.
Yeah.
Those squats, I can pedal harder on the bike, she's pedaling faster than me, and it does, it works to motivate you and push you to work that little bit harder. Yeah, do you know, sure.
It'll be funny to see if you're in a smaller class, is that peer pressure a bit more because you can't hide?
Yeah, for sure. There's no hiding in the back in the fitness garage. No mirrors as well.
There is no back of the room. It's literally like you're there and that's it. I know, because I used to think that. Like, I remember going to like step aerobics classes years and years ago, and I used to think, I'm going to go at the back. Nobody is going to see me. There is no back now, isn't there? It's like you're right up front. Like, that's it. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to meeting other girls and getting chat and meeting some different people. I feel like lockdown, we've kind of, our circle of friends has almost narrowed because we've not gone out and met as many people, or I've not had the salon open. Yeah, I feel like the world's maybe got a bit smaller.
Yeah, I agree actually. So I'm looking forward to that as well, getting to work out with people that I've not seen for a long time, some people that I know through Facebook and all my different connections, hopefully some of your lovely customers as well. And just meeting and chatting to people that are a bit different other than just your own family and your little bubble that you've been in with people. So I
think the bubble, we're all ready to pop the bubble and sort of move into some sort of other realm of meeting other random folk. I noticed this the other day. I went into a coffee shop, Cothel, my favourite coffee shop. I went into my takeout coffee and I ended up having like a 15-minute chat with this guy who didn't know me from Adam. And he overheard one of the guys in Cothel asking me, oh, how's the salon, or what's happening with it? And this guy was lovely. But I thought, he is deprived of chat. This guy. This guy needs chat. And I think any time now I speak to people, everybody is just desperate for chat. And it's like, find new people. So this is what we're going to do with you, Lesley. We're going to just, everyone's...
How long your appointments at the salon are going to have to be. You're going to have to add in about an extra 15 minutes for that extra catch-up chat with everybody. And the same here with the fitness garage.
Yeah,
I've allowed
already done
an
that.
hour for people to exit and enter the fitness garage, but that's 50 minutes chatting each way.
I've already done that. I've already said to people, literally get on the bed and literally the second you come in, start telling me chat, because I literally am going to be work. Because I think, oh my, am I going to be like really slow because I haven't done any waxing in like 4 months? So am I going to be like slow motion? So I'm like, don't.
No, that'll make it even more painful than it usually is. Get those strips ripped off and go.
I was saying that to someone the other day, and they were like, you've been doing this for 18 years. I was like, I could wax in my sleep. That's how long I've been doing this for. So I'm not worried about that, but I do think every appointment that I've got, I know fine well it's never going to be long enough for any amount of chat. It's just not.
I know.
I almost like need a full like 4 hours with every single person. Just almost like an hour for every month that we've been shut. Like, what's been happening? Yeah,
I love it.
I love it.
It makes your customers come back because we only had an hour, so we've not finished the chat, so we have to come back for another appointment to finish our next chat. So it'll be regular business, but at least till the next 10 years probably.
I know. I actually, do you know what? I literally just cannot wait to see everybody. It's amazing how you really do miss people that you would see every couple of weeks. And you don't maybe know them apart from any time they come in to see me in the salon. And actually, you don't maybe realize what a massive part of like that community, actually a massive part of these people are a part of your life. And you do actually really, really miss everybody. I can't wait.
I just see that you still look absolutely perfect throughout lockdown. So you might be desperate for us all to come back, but we are absolutely desperate to come back to Shirley. I need a facial like so badly. I need the hairdresser so badly. You still look perfect. My legs look like we are desperate to get back to you. So you're going to be utterly inundated. Like
it will be so lovely to see everybody. But I have to say, I have never bought so much wax in preparation for seeing so many hairy bodies. I actually doubled my usual, what I would order at Christmas. I've ordered double, and I've sort of treated the next 2 weeks as a Christmas sort of season, but with a lot more hair, because I have a feeling I got some really funny messages. I couldn't even repeat them. They were so rude. And it was all about people's body hair. And I thought, I can't wait to see this. And I suppose for me, I do my own waxing and I do my own facials and all the rest of it. And people keep saying to me, you look the same. And I'm going, yeah, but I've never had so much time in my hands. So I've done myself a facial every single week. It's pretty excessive. I should look 12 right now, Lesley, and I don't. Still don't look 12.
Your skin is glowing. You look fabulous. Trust me, I'm sitting sharing a screen with you here, looking at the comparison, and it's like, yeah, I want to look like you for the time this is in the next couple of weeks when I manage to squeeze in an appointment with you. Hopefully,
we'll get that sorted. No pressure, Shirley. No pressure. So. I can't, actually, we get so off track because I can't stop talking. I'm thinking, oh yes, that's right. I literally, the reason we sort of started doing this podcast was me being completely blown away. And this is what I was saying to you earlier, was that I just don't know anybody else who thinks this is the norm. Sell a business during lockdown, go away, think of another business, and then set up. You've even got your own clothing range set up, which I was just like, mind blown. I know. I'm watching you thinking, honestly, it's fantastic. I love it. And the clothes are honestly amazing. You sent me the leggings and I was just like, love these, amazing. And do you know, they're great. And I thought to myself, I love how you think this is completely normal, this behavior. Because I said this to you and you were like, yeah, so what? And I'm like, but you don't realize that for a lot of people, setting up a business is absolutely terrifying. But what I always think of when I think of you, I think of all the businesses you've had, because this is not your first business. This is, what number is this?
I suppose fourth.
Fourth, exactly. Yeah, totally. And I mean, it's a fantastic business, and you every business you've done so well, because in a sense, and I hate saying the word perfectionist, not because I don't think it's true, but because it's something that I'm trying not to be so pernickety in life, but I can't help it.
Me too.
And I think, yeah, and you're the same. You're just like, you literally look at something and you have a vision for it and you go, this is what I'm going to do. And you're like me in the sense that it is just, in the nicest possible way, tunnel vision. I get something in my head and I'm like, this is what we're doing. And I love that. And do you think this is something you've just always had an affinity for? Or do you think every business that you've had has almost evolved your thinking, that you kind of just go, oh, I could do that?
Yeah, I mean, the businesses I've had have all been sort of based on my past experiences. First business was a fashion business that I had for 12 years, and my background was always fashion. Then from there came the cupcake business, which was kind of, yeah, a surprise to me that I could actually do that and make cakes. And
amazing.
I had that for 8 years. And then from that came designer dining, which was my decorating business, which I loved doing that, all the table decorations and party decorations, because it was just something I absolutely loved doing and creating and growing. And then I got into, I've always exercised. It's always been a big part of my life.
Ever since I've known you.
Yeah, decided to have a crazy moment. I think turning 50, decided to just make me want to do something wacky, and I decided to train as a spin instructor. Did that, absolutely love spin classes, so passionate about it. And that's kind of where the fitness garage sort of started, with me thinking I could do my own spin studio. And then I decided I wanted to find somewhere that, the way I like to exercise is to do sort of different forms of exercise, so your body doesn't get particularly used to one single type. And I also think it's really important to mix cardio and toning.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of, I also want to
yeah.
So I trained as a kettlebell instructor as well during lockdown, just so I didn't get bored. That's where a few days I had. So did that as well. And just so that I could offer people a really nice round range of classes. I think I tend to think with all my businesses, how would I like it to be if I was the customer?
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I've always done. I've tried to think like that and work like that and operate like that. And I'm like you, I'm a real people person. I love people. So my business has been, customer service based, because I just love giving really good service. And like you, it's important and it's something you enjoy doing, and you're clearly so passionate about it, as am I. I just love what I do. I think that shows, and that's how you become successful.
I would agree with that. And I think it's really lovely the way you talk about your businesses. Actually, it is from a genuine love and passion. And actually, it's not from, this is going to be something that is good to make money. It's something that you enjoy doing, something you think, oh my God, I know about this, I'm good at this, I enjoy doing it. And rather than just plucking a random business idea, it's like your life has evolved. And it's like, do you know, actually, I've always done exercise, I've always loved doing it. And actually, this is the time for me now to get into that, because it suits with your lifestyle or whatever's happening in your life. And I think that's the difference when you're not nervous about it, because this is just something you know you're going to love. And if you love it, other people will.
Yeah, hopefully that's definitely the plan. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I love the fact it's a nice, small, intimate space, and I've got yourself on board. We've got a great yoga teacher as
Oh,
well.
yeah, Maggie.
Yoga, Kalinetics, spin. So it's a real. We've got a running club as well. Do like running, they can come out for a run with us on a Saturday morning. I've also added in a teen spin class, because I really think, get the teenagers out their bed on a Saturday morning, get them up to do some spin with me,
Right.
and then stretch class as well, because people know the importance of exercising but don't really know the importance of having a really good stretch afterwards. So we've got a stretch class as well on a couple of times a week to try and just get people to stretch out their bodies and get the most benefit. And I've loved learning all about this. It's been a bit of a learning curve for me, because I've always exercised, but never necessarily known as much about it as I do now, which has been great.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's a really genuine, nice mix, as you say. So you're not just focusing on just one thing, and then somebody's like, well, that's great. I can now just do spin, or I can just do, you can just chop and change and suit it to what you fancy. I love that. It's so exciting. Yeah, I am not going to hold you back any longer, Lesley, because it's been such a pleasure just picking your brain, and I just love how enthusiastic you are about it and about everything you do. And I can't wait to start. I don't know when we're starting. Do you think we've got a date, or what are you thinking? Middle of August? Something like that?
Yeah, I'm hoping something like that we should be able to start and get going. And yeah, so hopefully, well, I mean, I can start doing one-to-ones and things just now. So if anyone wants to do that with me for spinning kettles, that's absolutely fine. And then hopefully by sort of middle of August, we'll be able to get the Kalinetics and the yoga in as well, and add that into the program. And then hopefully by then we'll be able to do our little four-to-one sort of small group classes. And then hopefully by this time next year, we'll be doing sort of 9s and 10s and maybe 12 in the group classes, and build it back up a bit as, lockdown restrictions allow. So yeah, it's
brilliant. If anybody thought, oh, I'm quite interested, have you got a website? Have you got Facebook? Where can they find you?
All set up. So website is www, obviously, fitness hyphen or dash. I never know which.
I know I'm the same. I never know what to call it. Yeah, just a little dash.
Garage.co.uk. And the social media is the.fitness.garage. So that's Instagram and Facebook. So I'm on them all, posting away.
I love it.
Pictures. So yeah, just inspiring and motivating people. So
yeah, that's it. I think we all just I definitely think over lockdown, a lot of people, we've kept the pendulums either swung one way where we've done loads because we've had the time to do it, or depending on where you are at home and if you've got kids at home and how easy it was to do it, either that or you've done absolutely nothing and the gyms are shut and everything kind of came to a standstill. So people will either be going, I'm up for this, let's do it, or people will be thinking, I really need to get back into something. So it will be nice for us to all get back, and key thing, get some chat.
Absolutely. Most importantly, chat and exercise is the perfect combination.
I love it. Well, Lesley, thank you so much for joining me. It's an absolute pleasure.
Likewise, thanks for having me. Good luck with the salon opening. I know you're going to be absolutely inundated, but definitely come in and get the hairy legs sorted out. So
yeah, everyone's in the same boat, Lesley. Everyone's in the same boat. That's why we're wearing the leggings, not shorts. And yes, I will hopefully. Yeah, I love it. I'll catch up with you soon, and thanks again for coming on, guys. Thanks for joining, and thank you. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Shirley Says. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you want to follow Lesley, please go into social media. We will post some links, and it means you guys can catch up and click onto her website and just start thinking about what we all fancy getting back onto once the doors are open and we're allowed out into the world. If you would like to go on and share me with your friends, please do. If you would like to review me on iTunes, that would be incredible. And hopefully I will see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye.